Alright guys, so running through the build, talking virtues, you got 44 points in courage. That's how many points we've been able to get maxing with MR16. Going into combat arts, I opted for sword and shield for my build, but any courage weapon will do. If you do go sword and shield like the gameplay you're going to see, I'd recommend going for unyielding so you have a chance to parry heavy strikes, as well as 3 points in smite. This just allows you to do a massive amount of damage when you do pull off the smite ability. However, it's really up to you where you want to go with these points. For the sidearm, we're going with the Skilter. The magics that we put on it are tireless to reduce enemy armor on orbiting fly blades. The Ambling, this allows the orbiting blades to have a chance to proc smite. And then we went with the Cleaver. These are a must as it increases our physical armor. 2 into the Cleaver, increasing physical armor. For the main weapon, we have Bog and Myrtle. Again, on the defense, we went with the Lurker for increase in physical armor. And then I opted for continuation of the Lurker in the offensive slots for an increase in 70% damage to nearby enemies. You can go with however you like here. This is just the ones I preferred. And then over on the the support slot, we ran the Protector for heal on smite. Again, you can go with whatever you want here. This doesn't make or break your build. Moving into the moving into the Pact. This is the star of the show for Bromius. Obviously the Bromius Pact. I went 3 full into Bark Bar. What you're going to want to make sure you do is you get your 4 points into Mora's Pride. 4 points into Mora's Pride. This is going to be important because it's just going to have the highest bump in courage. You can go wherever you want with the other skill points. I opted in for a little more health, as getting all the mobs grouped up kind of you take a couple hits every now and again. And then for your talisman, you're obviously going to run the Sinoid's Bell Jar for the +5 courage. As you can see, we're sitting at 59 physical damage, 59 physical damage protection. So Rump Thump, the #1 skill for Bromius, is an AoE slam that is scaled off of courage and physical protection. Also, the Song of Growth increases your armor strength for you and nearby allies. So the goal here is to have a high amount of physical damage, a ton of courage, pack up the mobs, hit your #3 skill for an increase in defense, and then wipe everything out with 1 Rump Thump. Okay? So how I did that for the high physical is we went with the Arborer's Mask. For our Cuirasis, we got the Medicant King Suit of Ragnar. This isn't the most physical damage. If you really wanted to min-max this, you could get the Arborer's Pouncer. It gives you 1 more point of physical. However, aesthetically, I just don't like this piece of gear. The Medicant King Suit is 1 less physical armor, but you can change it to the Arbors if you choose on the Cuirasis. And then for the Greaves, I went with the Medicant King's Sabatons. These are the highest physical Greaves. It also does well to make me look pretty sick. So that is the build. We're going to show you guys some combat inside of... Alright guys, so let's capture a little gameplay here. How I like to play this build is I like to pack up the mobs as much as I can. Again, it is an AoE base damage build with some tankiness for survivability. I'm going to pack everybody up. As many as we think we can muster. Throw your orbiting blades for the defense down. Proc your #3 to get your defense up. And then Hammer Slammer. 1,000 damage on the groups. Everybody stands except for the Banneret, who apparently blocked. That's okay though. Hit her with the Heavy Smite for 300 damage and then just finish off the target. Let's pack them up again. This is just a rinse and repeat. It's a good time. Come in here. Orbital blades for the defense down. We're actually going to grab that smite before we slam it. Let's take out the healer. In case he wanted to be a little butthead. Continue with the defense down. I should have thorned her to stop her from healing right there. I didn't think about it. Target's still dead. This is going to be a little bit more interesting of a pack up because of the sheer amount of archers that are here. These guys don't really like to pack up that well, so we're going to take care of the outer edge perimeter rangers, and then we'll pack up and take out the banneret. Usually a couple on these watchtowers here. Scaling the walls. Scaling the walls, me lords. Side note, if you're ever going to take out this castle siege, best bring yourself an archer, buddy. I mean, we're just tanking shots, guys. I mean... Alright, all that's left is those ones. To get that, we need this guy, so... Here comes the pack up right now. Let's kind of set the conditions. Rotating blades. Let's take out this last range. Give time for old Banneret Estella to get over. Where's the Banneret? There she is. Give her some defense down. Now that's what you want to do. If you ever see her healing, just go ahead and knock her on her butt cheeks. It should have stopped her heal, but apparently it didn't want to this time. Where'd she? She's a stickly little one. Oh! And that's not how you want to showcase a build. Oh! That was a little weird fight there. She wasn't supposed to continuously heal after I thorned her down. And she wasn't supposed to slide across the map. Good job! Okay! As we were. We'll finish her off right here with the old rump thump 3-1. Yeah! That was supposed to happen the first time. It's Alpha. It's a good game. We're having a lot of fun. I am, though. Alright. Castle Siege with commentary. Moving up, moving up. We did take quite a wall up there for the record before we did go inevitably down to the demons. Well, 2-tap. I'm not going to worry about this one down here. Even though if he knocked me down right there, that would have been awkward. Supposed to be a whole group of mobs up here. This is weird. This game is in alpha. Still love it. Very beautiful. Excellent game. And there we go. Almost 1-tap. Excellent. Excellent Castle Siege, my lords. Excellent Castle Siege. There you got it. The old Bromius Rump Thump Slamma Bama MC Hammer. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you on the next one.